Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Haynes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morgan. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen?
There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Dampier. He's got him. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Sooners are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. On a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Trying to bully their way in. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
If you're a running back and you know you got the ball on the 1-yard line, you are gluing that thing to your body and making sure I run downhill. The worst thing that could possibly happen is you putting it on the deck. Congratulations. It just happened. Man, what a stand by this defense.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They go to the ground. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain, he just gets it back to the 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Fletcher. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got a man, it's Tatum. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
On the move, it's Tatum. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet you do.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. FIU is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Miami for some time. They're up 14 over Buffalo. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Now on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll try to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
DB's right up on the receivers. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Gets it to him on the screen. I don't know if it was the turf monster or slimsies or what, but He'll go down with no contact and lose yardage on the play. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. To throw, it's Underwood. Here's the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. Out across the 30. Marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He'll work his way down to the 28. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The idea, make it a one-possession game. Absolutely center cut. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He unleashes a long one. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Fletcher. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes a grab past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left, so you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays. Guys